Good morning. I'm Bob Stuhlmann. I'm the priest at Calvary Episcopal Church in Underhill, Jericho, and I'm reading this morning from John's Gospel, the wedding at Cana, John 2. On the third day there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee. The mother of Jesus was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited. And they ran out of wine, since the wine provided for the feast had all been used. And the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." Jesus said, "Woman, what do you want from me? My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." There were 6 stone water jars standing there, meant for the ablutions and purification that are customary among the Jews. Each could hold 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water," and they filled them to the brim. Then he said to them, "Draw some out now and take it to the president of the feast." They did this. The president tasted the water, and it had turned into wine. Having no idea where it came from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew, the president of the feast called the bridegroom and said, "Everyone serves good wine first, and the worse wine when the guests are well wined. But you have kept the best wine till now." This is the first of Jesus' signs. It was in Cana of Galilee, and he revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. The Gospel of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So, I was 15, and I went to Father Max, and I told him I want to be a priest, but I don't feel worthy. Father Max said to me, none of us are worthy. We are made worthy by the grace of God. What a blessing for a 15-year-old. If we don't or we can't see the words of the Bible, if we can't see our lives, if we can't see what's happening around us right now through the eyes of grace, of God's abundant and outpouring love, we may well end up with a series of merits and demerits, with the scarcity mentality where there's never enough. We may become radically self-centered and fearful. So these days, I've been working on belovedness. Now, working on belovedness, mine or yours, is not an act of will. Certainly intention, yes, but I don't need to make God love me. I've already worked hard with that one. I need to let God do what God does best. Let God be love. Overflowing love. So I don't know why we don't always get the meaning of Jesus' first sign. How much wine does one need to get the point? Hey, look, this is God's outpouring. It's not based on worthiness or purity, but on grace, abundance, largesse, pressed down, shaken together, running over, pouring into your lap. It takes a mini-second or a lifetime to get it. Those early words, none of us are worthy. We are made worthy by the grace of God, still live. Many of my and perhaps your attempts at worthiness are false starts to protect the ego, which believes in scarcity. There's no wine. There's never enough. Worthiness based on fear that I don't measure up, and we try to placate our lack of control with rewards for good behavior. After all, obey the school rules. was the only A I remember ever getting in the Boston public schools. Now that I've grown up, or am growing up, I choose the real gift, the new wine of God's abundant grace. And that's enough, more than enough. That's joy. That's what I've been looking for. I suspect you have been too.